Hey, Karis, I'm going to show you a few exercises that can help your knee. So basically, what you need to do, part of the aspects of having a healthy knee is strengthening your quads, but also having stretched quads and stretched hip flexors and strengthening the muscle down around your shin. So you want to find a wall that you can lean your butt on, and then the further away that your feet are from the wall, you can do it in shoes or barefoot. The more difficult it's going to be. Make sure you're not leaning against the wall with your back, but your chest is going to kind of drop forward a little bit, and then you want to activate your quads. So you pull your kneecaps up towards your hips, and then make sure your core is strong, and you pull your toes up as high as you can, and then let them drop. So you just have to watch your knees, that they stay straight and not bending, and that your quads stay flexed. You're going to do 25. Then you flip around, and the further back that you are, the more difficult it will be. Closer, the easier. And you're going to do a calf raise. So you just lift up off of your heels, but you'll lean in against the wall, lift as high as you can, and then lower. So you're going to do 25 of those. Then you're going to switch back around and do another set of 25 of your tibialis raise. So lean against or put your butt against the wall, lean your chest forward, 25 more of these. And then this is kind of a funky one. I'm going to go this way and use my pole for the wall. So you still want to have a wall that you kind of lean against. But what's going to happen is that the whole point this time is that your knees are supposed to extend past your toes. So if you can tell or not, that my knees are forward over my toes, but you want to try to keep your shoulders, your hips, and your knees all lined up. Okay, so that's kind of the hard part, and that's why you want to lean against a wall, is you kind of push your body weight into the wall. And then from there, keeping your shoulders, hips, and knees all lined up, you do another set of calf raises, but this time your knees are going to stay over your toes, right? So last time the calf raises went this way, and then this time you want to bring everything in and go this direction. So basically you're going to get a stretch into your calves, knees are over the toes, and then you're going to lift up from there. Okay, 25 of those. Then you're going to do what they call a Patrick step. Okay, so you probably want to have a wall or a post or a chair or something to hang on to, because it is a little funky to start off with. So you're going to bend into one leg with your knees trying to go over the toes while the other leg extends forward. So you lean your upper body back, lean back. It's almost like you have a straight line from your knee through your hip through your shoulder. Remember, if anything causes pain though, you don't want to do it. So you might start off with just a little bit of a knee push forward. And if it causes pain in your knee, don't do this exercise. And as you do the others, more and more and more, then eventually you'll strengthen and be able to get there. So you go 25 each leg. You can split it up if you want. If you want to do 8 on one side, 8 on the other, like 3 rounds of 8, that's totally fine. All right. And I actually have to watch my right side when I step forward. My knee likes to fall in a lot more. I don't know if you can tell on this side. So really try to watch that as your knee extends forward, it still tracks with the toes. So it's pretty important to make sure that as your knee goes over the toes, your knee and your toes are still lined up. Okay, after that, you're going to do a big ol' stretchy lunge. I'm going to move the camera this way. Okay, so what's going to happen is you still want to have your balance support, something to hold on to, and you're going to set up a lunge position. So it might take you a little bit of time to figure out how far apart you want your knees, or I mean your feet, but your feet should be hip width, right? So you're not on a tightrope, but you're hip width apart. And then what's going to happen is you're actually just going to slide forward easy. So your front knee is going to start extending past the toes, and you have to stop whenever you feel pain. But ultimately, eventually, I'm a little short here. You want to get your heel as close to your quad as possible, and the back knee almost touching the ground, so you feel that stretch in the back hip flexor. So you'd slide forward, slow, slow, slow. Get that stretch here and then pop up. Drive forward, slow. You get your heel up off the ground, slow, slow, and then drive up. So you're building strength in the one leg and you're getting some stretch in the other. And you're going to go 5 reps each side 5 times through. So you build up to 25 reps there. Those take a while, and if your knee's not ready for it, don't do all 25 or don't do them at all. Okay, and then the next one is a stretch. Hopefully you can get your hands over your legs with your fingertips on the ground. If not, you can grab something to lift the floor. Up to you. But you want to be able to get your legs pretty straight, right? And then you're going to bend your right knee and then bend your left. Bend your right, bend your left. But try to make sure you're not swaying your hips. Keep your hips still, belly strong. And you're going to do this back and forth for 1 minute. So just, you can either, I usually just count 60, or you can time it for 60 seconds. Okay. Next up, you're going to do an L sit. So this is going to get into your quads. So you sit on the ground, pull your toes straight up, and plant your hands to help get your back up nice and tall. So you want to make sure you're not slouching, but you're sitting tall. And then you're going to lift one leg and then the other. Lift one leg and then the other. And then this one is also 60 seconds. So you should feel your quads activate quite a lot. Okay, and then the last, I'll use this box. You find a couch or a wall or something that you're able to get your back foot up on top of, and then you're going to bring your front leg forward, and then you sit up and back until you feel your quad and your hip flexor stretch. So once you get your knee set underneath your hips, tuck your butt under and then slide forward a little bit. And then you want to hold this 60 seconds per side. All right, that's your full set, and you should do that every 2 to 3 days. I hope it helps.